industrial area, Riverview in Worcester. Those days money was very scarce. My father worked at Sasco. My mom worked for another colored lady. She was a domestic worker. My older sister dropped out of school when she was 10 at 7. My oldest brother dropped out of school when he was 10 at 6. My other sister dropped out of school when she was 10 at 4. I wanted to be different. I wanted to do something with my life. The norm in those days was there's no money for you to go into high school. So rather go working on the farms or go working in one of the fabrics. The lady that my mom worked for, they were very decent people, and she was the one who motivated me, who told me, Pietro, you must sit with your books every day. I was doing my exams during the final matric exams. I was doing that during the day, and at night I went to the fabric to work there. I used to work for a furniture market. Everybody knew me and I knew everybody. My customers, I knew them. All of a sudden, the people that I worked for came to me and said, Pietro, business is not going well. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a job for you. The business must close down. The son of the owner of the furniture company came to me and said, Pietro, we're supposed to pay you that kind of amount of money, but unfortunately, the business went bankrupt. There is no money. But he had the recycling business. If you can buy the business for that kind of money, it was a small amount, it was not a big amount. And for me, it was a choice. You rather use your money, spend it with your family and your friends, and end up where 3 months later. Or put your money into something that you have no clue about and making the best of it. And I made the second choice. This is where I started 3 years ago. This is where me and my 2 workers used to work. This is a place, it's very small inside. When I put 3 or 4 of my big jumbo bags inside, then we have to work outside. So when it was raining, we just work under this big tree. This is the industrial area. So I had to go to each and every big fabric just to introduce myself, telling the people what I'm doing and what I'm looking for. So yeah, and in that time I didn't even have a vehicle, so I had to do everything by foot. At the beginning, I was shy about what I'm doing because my hands were always dirty, my face were always dirty. But after that, I started loving it. People have to get educated about recycling because they are so used to just throwing away everything. There I saw a big opportunity because I could make money with that. When I started the business, I didn't know anything about business skills. And there was one guy, he's from the tourism. He told me, Pietro, you have to do this, you have to. I didn't even know that I was an entrepreneur. He told me, Pietro, if you do this and you do that, you go through these places and you do that kind of course and that, then that will help you with your business. 3 years later, I can house more than 500 jumbo bags on my premises, plus 250 kg bales. In those days, the workers used to actually climb into the big bag, stamp it with their feet to get weight. Now I have a baling machine that is doing all the stamping. I have a half-ton bakkie, a 1-ton bakkie, and 4 trucks. I have now 15 employees in my employment. The workers have respect for you if you're working with them, doing the same thing that they're doing, not looking down at them and say, you must do that, you must do that.
Ik het 11 jaar bij de huis gezet. En toen ik gehoord van die plek. En toen heb ik gaan navraag doen en daar heb ik nou werk. En dat helpt mij van mijn kindse matriek afschiet, wat in die maand in plaats van. Zonder die werk, dan zou ik niet dat gehad hebben wat ik nou heb.
There's big fabrics that throw away lots and lots of recyclable material. And all that recyclable material ends up at the landfill site. Why does it have to land up at the landfill site? While there could be a recycler where everybody can come and dump their stuff at the recycler, it can give so much employment to unemployed people. Business can get so big out of the recycling stuff. As I say, the municipality can't do all. That is why I'm trying to have the school projects, the farm projects, to teach people about recycling. Educating is definitely a part of what I'm doing. I'm loading stuff here from the school. This is part of my school project. Once a quarter or once in 2 months, I come and pick up when the bags are full. The principal phoned me and then I come and collect the stuff. And at the end of the day, at the end of the year, I give money back to the school. Being a woman, going to look for business, for me it was tough. Because they usually think business is a man's world, but business is not a man's world. When I first went to the business, big businesses and stuff, telling about my business, I was really shaky and people didn't have any confidence in me. Now when I stepped into an office, I'm so confident. The way how I'm talking about my business, I tell them exactly what I am, who I am, what my business are about, what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And after that, they just signed the contract. The one thing that made me so determined was that I wanted to show my parents that I'm not going to be like my sisters or my brothers. I wanted them to be proud of me one day. In these states, nobody had a car in the rural area. And that was one of my dreams, driven my own car, coming home, giving money to my parents. When I got to their house, getting out of my car, and then my mom is standing on the trap because they're staying in the flat, and then my mom will say, that is my daughter. Oh, I will say, oh mom, that is just me. But she likes to show off with me, to show the people, look, that is my daughter. And that made me proud. That made me feel the dream that I had when I was young. That made me feel the dream is coming true.